What's up YouTube, EvilmanxD here bringing you guys a brand new type of video. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling Network online deck profile. If you guys don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling Network or deck profiles are, you should probably go Google those things right now. For those of you who do know what I'm talking about, today's deck that I'm going to be covering is my Quasar Synchron deck. Now, if you don't know what shooting Quasar Dragon is, let me talk to him. Let me drop some knowledge about Quasar Dragon on you for a second. Quasar Dragon is the coolest motherfucker you'll ever meet. He's very, very super effective against the Jewish people, and he is just, he's my favorite. So, he has to be synchroed with one tuner synchro monster and two non-tuner synchro monsters. So that means you have to bring him out with 3 synchroed monsters. Okay, that's just the start. Now, if you can manage to pull off this ungodly requirement, he can attack as many times as you use non-synchro monsters, or non-tuner monsters. So that means he can attack probably 2 times, which means he's a 4,000 beater, hitting 2 times. If your opponent has no monsters, you just won. Good game. Fuck you, bro. Also, he can negate anything. Once per turn, negate anything and destroy it. So, say your opponent goes for Dark Hole. Nope, negated, destroyed. Say he goes for the Monster Reborn. Nope, negated, destroyed. Goes for heavy, negate it, destroy it. That's how good Quasar is. And if they somehow manage to beat over your Quasar Dragon, you get a special summon 1 Shooting Star Dragon from your deck. And Shooting Star Dragon's just as cool. You get to reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. For every tuner, he gets to attack that many times. So you can almost attack 5 times if you get lucky. You can negate the activation of a card that would destroy something, then destroy that card. And when your opponent monster declares an attack, you can select that card, remove this card, and negate that attack, and then bring back Shooting Star Dragon the next turn. So, I mean, just saying, all those effects can be used once per turn. So Shooting Star Dragon, pretty badass. So, just throwing that out there, this deck is really pretty cool. So, you might be saying, Evilman, how are you going to bring out Quasar? Here's how you're going to do it. You're going to do it with 3 cards from your hand. 3 cards. Level Eater, Quickdraw Synchron, and Synchron Explorer. Now, this combo is pretty lengthy, so I will leave a description of how to do it in the description of the video. But right now, I'm going to walk you guys through it. You're going to start off by special summoning your Quickdraw Synchron by discarding Level Eater. That'll bring out just Quickdraw Synchron. And you're going to activate Level Eater's effect, and you're going to Level Eat your Quickdraw Synchron, which will bring Quickdraw Synchron to level 4 and Level Eater to level 1. So you're going to synchro these 2 together, and you're going to bring out Junk Warrior. So now you have Junk Warrior on the field. You're going to Level Eat your Junk Warrior with your Level Eater. So now you have level 4 Junk Warrior, level 1 Level Eater. Here is where you're going to normal summon Synchron Explorer. So when you normal summon Synchron Explorer, you're going to special summon Quickdraw Synchron. And then you're going to be able to bring out a level 8. Because you have 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 5 is 8. And the monster you're going to go for here is Road Warrior. This magnificent piece of awesome sex with as much attack as Blue Eyes White Dragon lets you bring out any level 2 warrior or machine from your deck. So, you're going to go ahead and bring out Unknown Synchron. Unknown Synchron is a level 1, so what do you think we're going to do with it? Well, we're going to Level Eat our Road Warrior, and that's going to make Road Warrior level 7. So we're going to put these 2 together for a level 2, which just so happens to be our tuner synchro, the Formula Synchron. And when you bring out Formula Synchron, you get to draw a card. So you're kind of plussing, so that's a thing. So after all that, you have a level 2 Formula Synchron, a level 4 Junk Warrior, and a level 7 Road Warrior. So what are you going to do from there? Well, you're only 1 level off from Quasar, so let's special summon Level Eater in defense mode, Level Eat our Road Warrior, and then we'll bring out Quasar. So out of those 3 cards, you're going to end up with Level Eater on the field, in defense, and a shooting Quasar Dragon. Doesn't get much better than that. That's pretty much the peak of all existence. Now, as you can imagine, no deck is perfect, so there are some flaws to Quasar, so let's go over the rest of the deck, so that way you guys know what you can do without using Quasar. You do have Dandelion. Now, Dandelion's great in any Synchro deck, because if he's sent to the graveyard, you get a special summon 2 Fluff tokens, and those tokens can be used for a Synchro very, very easily. For example, if your Dandelion's in the graveyard and you have your Debris Dragon, well, guess what? Let's bring back Dandelion with Debris Dragon, and then let's go for Black Rose Dragon, and let's nuke the field and create a better playing opportunity for you. Or if you have one of their tokens on the field, you can go for Stardust. Stardust is always great. Why not do that? Now what else? We have the Doppel Warrior. Doppel Warrior is a great card. It lets you special summon anything from your, like, okay, so say you bring back a monster using Synchron Explorer. If you special summon any way from the graveyard, you can special summon out Doppel Warrior. So for example, if you have Junk Warrior and you special summon out, say, your Raikou, you can special summon Doppel Warrior as well. That's another easy 7 to bring out Black Rose Dragon. If you have another level 1, really easy way into Stardust. Really easy way into Junk Destroyer. A bunch of different options. We're going to run 2 Effect Veilers, mainly because Veiler is a great hand trap and is very usable. Gores, pretty standard. 3 Junk Synchrons, all going to be used for all the other Synchros in your deck, such as your Junk Archer, your Junk Berserker, your Junk Destroyer, your Junk in the Trunk, your Ally of Justice Catastor, your Armory Arm, all that stuff, all courtesy of Junk Synchron. Level Eater, very easy to abuse, and you need 3 because you're bringing out Quasar. Same for Quickdraw, very easy to abuse, need it for Quasar. Raikou works great in this deck because with Junk Synchron, you're going to actually want monsters in the graveyard. And he can also destroy anything, so you get a mill and destroy things, perfect synergy. Sangan. Now I know our buddy Sangan is going to be gone here soon for the March format, but for now you can still use him to search out almost anything in this deck because almost all of these monsters have very low attack points. So very, very usable. Synchron Explorer, pretty standard for Quasar, and Unknown Synchron. Now 2 Unknown Synchrons are in this deck because I found myself drawing into one when I was going for Quasar, so I kind of decided to put in 2 just because you need one in the deck for Road Warriors effect. But, you know. Now, anyways, let's go over the spells and traps. We have Allure of Darkness because a lot of these monsters are dark attribute. So you can just mill off or banish one of them that are dark. So, I mean, Allure of Darkness, easy to draw. Dark Hole, pretty standard. Foolish Burial, pretty standard. Heavy, standard. Monster Reborn, you know, staple stuff. MST. I only run 2 MST because I feel there's better spell or trap cards that work in this deck. I do side to the 3rd one, though. 1-for-1, really easy way to grab your Level Eater. Rhoda, really easy way to grab your Junk Synchrons and your Doppel Warriors. Pot of Avarice, you're going to have a lot of monsters, so it's easy to put 5 back in the deck, draw 2 cards. I like his little Hitler mustache, too. Tuning, really easy way to grab Quickdraw or Junk Synchron, and then you get a mill card on top of it, so really good stuff. Call of the Haunted, pretty standard. And then since you don't have a lot of back row in terms of traps, Royal Decree, great card. So that's the main deck. Let's look at the extra deck really quick, just for reference. Catastor, standard. Armory Arm. I like Armory Arm personally. A lot of people don't run it in a lot of decks. I think it's great. Black Rose, and you nuke the field. Formula Synchron, you need it for Quasar. Junk Archer, he can remove one of your opponent's monsters from play. So say they have a Zen Mains you're having trouble getting over. Junk Archer, remove Zen Mains. Zen Main comes back next turn. No material, snipe it away. Junk Berserker, he's pretty cool. You can remove any junk monster from your graveyard to make your opponent's monster lose that amount of attack. And then if he attacks a defense position monster, you just get an instant destroy it. So that's pretty good. Junk Destroyer, he's like a Dark Hole and a Heavy Storm all in one. Really easy to bring out and lets you destroy a bunch of stuff. 2 Junk Warriors in case something happens to the first one. Mistworm lets you bring out 3 cards to your opponent's hand. Road Warrior for the combo. Quasar because he's the star. Shooting Star because he's the backup. Normal Stardust because he's amazing. And TG Librarian just because if you bring him out you get a draw and he's a pretty good beater for combo. So there's the extra deck. Now side deck, some of this stuff is a bit situational, but I like this side deck a lot. BLS. If you feel like you're getting a lot of your Veilers and your Raikous in the grave, you can easily bring out BLS because it does have a little bit of a chaos theme. About 4 lights and 5, 6, 7 darks, you know, something like that. Max C, really great hand trap. 2 Quillbolt Hedgehogs. If you've ever seen 5Ds, you'll know that this works. Snowman Eater. Really easy way to just destroy some monsters. Level 3, you can bring him back with Debris Dragon, you know, easy way into Black Rose, something like that. Tragodia, another option instead of Gores. The third MST for back row destruction. Royal Decree, more back row destruction. The Solemn Trio, which is going to go into the Solemn Duo now that this is going but to 1. And then 2 Torrential Tributes. So that's the entire deck. One thing I want to talk about really quick, though, is the counters to Quasar and what you need to look out for. So obviously the Solemn Trio will give anyone trouble. So you have to look out for your opponent's back row. Make sure you're MSTing or have Royal Decree up. Those are always really good ideas. If you have Quasar first turn, also, that's really nice. Kind of be wary if your opponent might have Effect Veiler, because if your opponent Veilers any time after you normal summon your Synchron Explorer, you're going to be in for some pain and it's going to hurt you really bad. And the last really big counter you're going to want to look out for is going to be this card right here, Super Polymerization. Now, Super Polymerization is a total pain for Quasar, because not only does it get rid of Quasar, you can't respond to Super Polymerization, and on top of it all, you don't get your Shooting Star Dragon, because you're going to miss the timing to activate the effect of Shooting Quasar Dragon. So it's going to put you really deep in the hole if your opponent's Super Polys. So if you know you're playing against heroes, make sure all that back row is gone, and maybe play Prohibition and just say Super Poly. Just be safe about it. But yeah, really look out for Super Polymerization. It's a pain, and it's really hard to deal with. But other than that, guys, this is my Shooting Quasar Synchron deck. If you like this deck, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to use it on your own on Dueling Network. And if you guys like these videos, leave a comment telling me about that, and I will be sure to do more. Also, if you guys want to see me do some actual live dueling, leave a comment about that too, and I'll make sure to do that. So see you later, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.